Coming up, new changes are in the works to further alleviate parking issues.
Also, Chartwell's gives a reason to dine on campus.
Plus, an organization is dancing for a cause. All this and much more starting right now on UTD TV News. Thanks for tuning in for UTD TV News. I'm Ana Farafin.
And I'm Natalie Peña-Morris. Fall 2013 is a big year here with the opening of the new Arts and Technology building and parking garage. But even with the parking garage, parking remains to be an issue. The Office of Parking and Transportation has made a few changes around campus to address it. Dante Sanchez brings us more.
As previously mentioned, parking is one of the biggest issues for UTD students. For commuter students, it's sometimes an issue to find available spaces at certain times of the day.
I mean, if you get here early in the morning, it's like not a problem. I mean, 8:30, 9 o'clock in the morning. But once you get here in the afternoon, around 1, 12, it's impossible to park. You want to have to chase people down, kind of like creep behind them. A little awkward. And I kind of roll down my window and ask them if they're leaving or not, and then sometimes...
A step forward in resolving the parking issue, we now have a parking garage that can house 750 vehicles. It's located behind the new ATEC building.
This semester we opened the new garage and it has approximately 750 spaces available. It's a 5-level garage, so around 150, close to 150 per space. And the way we have it configured right now is the bottom space, so the first ground floor is mainly visitor and pavement space. Second floor is orange, gold on the third floor, on the third and fourth, and on the fifth green. It is configured in a way so that there is an electronic system that counts the number of cars going in and out of every level, and that number of cars, the availability is adjusted and displayed on the front side of the garage.
The students may have already noticed that all the green spaces once in Lot J behind the Activity Center have turned into gold spaces. However, the new Lot U, located by the soccer fields, are all green spaces.
Well, there is we made some changes on Lot J, and since there is a greater need for gold spaces in that lot, we reconfigured to add additional gold spaces, and we added an additional 500 spaces on Lot U, which cover 355 green, and the remaining of those are e-parking.
The residents at North will be happy to hear that Lot T has mostly changed back to residential parking.
We have added additional residential spaces on Lot T, and to accommodate the demand on campus for residential students, since we added a new rest hall with another.
The Comet Cabs have been a great service to help students get across campus and have added a new route, the Rutherford North-South route.
We currently have 4 in-campus routes. One of them is new, which is the Rutherford North-South, going from Lot T to Lot U, and we add additional stop to the McDermott route, covering the McDermott Library as well as the garage.
Parking already has plans for a second garage to add another 750 spots.
We're in the process of starting construction for the second garage, which is going to be located on what is now Lot P and L on Redford, and that's going to add another 750 spaces to the area of campus.
With UTD TV, this is Dante Sanchez.
Arts and Technology is one of the fastest growing degree plans here at UT Dallas. With a growing number of students comes a host of new top-of-the-line facilities. The new ATEC building, which opened for use this semester, has open areas for study and socializing, as well as a new 1,200-seat auditorium, many new computer labs including a render farm, and specially designed audio rooms to benefit all current and future ATEC students.
Last semester, during the end of the year, there was a bunch of computers that we weren't able to use, so a bunch of students weren't able to finish their work, or they had to wait till the other people's stuff finished rendering, so I think that's the best part.
The building will be dedicated to Edith O'Donnell on November 7th, 2013. UT Dallas is working hard to expand its resources and attract more students and educators in order to close the gap and reach its Tier 1 campaign goal. Tier 1 universities are nationally competitive research schools that bring in hundreds of millions of dollars. Compared to California, which has 11 Tier 1 universities, and New York, which has 7, UTD is one of the 7 research schools in the state. Only UT Austin and A&M and the University of Houston are publicly funded. So becoming a Tier 1 school would allow UTD to become a center for economic growth and provide students and faculty opportunities that would otherwise not exist.
There's a number of things that need to happen for UT Dallas in order to be considered in the same league with the top research universities in the country. Most importantly, we need to scale up to become the size of a comparable Tier 1 research university. So we're on that path. Enrollment just went above 21,000 for the first time this year. Our faculty size, we're trying to grow the faculty up to about 1,000 faculty members.
In just the past 5 years, UT Dallas has doubled its progress with help from Dr. Aaron Conley, alumni, and other investors. Currently, UT Dallas is $136 million away in endowments to reach its Tier 1 goal, and is currently trying to expand the size of its faculty to provide and expand diverse programs for students. At the rate UTD has progressed, it's likely to reach Tier 1 in a few more years.
Eat more and save. UT Dallas has a plan to help you get a free meal. UTD Dining Services has a new promotional event going on around campus called Tour of UT Dallas Dining. To get started, pick up one of these cards at any of the participating UT Dallas Dining retail locations, like the Pub, Subway, or Chick-fil-A. Every time you eat at a new location, you're one step closer to a great gift.
This is a way to be able to see all the different locations we have. And once they get all the different circles stamped by our cashiers, they get a free meal, which consists of an entree, side, and a beverage at any of the locations that they choose.
Check out all the different dining options and complete a card before December 21st to obtain a free meal. The Pub has revised the menu and removed some of the least popular dishes like nachos and cheese sticks. New dishes have replaced them. Students will now see spinach dip, fried zucchini, and a few other new items. The Pub will also be adding more vegetarian-friendly food, as well as brand new desserts to the menu.
Combining a passion for dance and a love for community service, Dancing for a Cause is more than just a typical dance group. Unlike any other dance organization at UTD, Dancing for a Cause gives back to the community by participating in events such as Breakout, which donates all the proceeds from the event to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital. DFC was created back in 2008 as a hip-hop club at Plano East Senior High School by current UTD junior Danjim Rahman.
I want to make a big impact on the university. I want people to see how much dancing really affects the community. It's not just a bunch of individuals coming in and, just like dancing and, having fun, but like we could take that and do more with it.
DFC meets 3 days a week at the multi-purpose room in the Activity Center from 1 to 3 p.m. Tuesday, 8 to 10 p.m. Friday, and 3 to 6 p.m. Sunday. Dancers from all skill levels are welcome at any time of the week. Up ahead, fresh off their first conference championship, we get a sneak peek into this year's women's basketball. And comments are all abuzz about Ultimate Frisbee. More details coming up next on UTD TV News.
My name is Octavio Samano. My major is business administration. I am the new marketing director for UTD TV. Current projects we're working on, collaborating with a lot of different organizations at UTD. We have a few commercials coming out. Audiences can expect great news, great entertainment, great videos, great commercials. They will know about a lot of great things happening in the Richardson area and a great school year. This is Octavio signing out. See y'all soon. Goodbye.
Did you know that exercise has been proven to reduce stress and prevent illness? What college student doesn't need help with that? Think you don't have time to make it to the activity center? Well, consider this. 1 hour of exercise takes only 4% of your day. Think of exercise as something to add to your daily schedule, like going to class or doing homework. You will feel better physically and better about yourself. Live and learn.
Academic advisors help you navigate the chaos of college. Come to your advisor prepared to get the most out of them. Ask your advisor multiple questions and don't be afraid to follow up if you don't understand something. You can prepare questions by reviewing what classes you have taken. Advisors are here to work for you.
I would like for them to come contact me, or that's an issue with a class, or questions even about transfer credit, or they're worried about their financial aid or something and they're not quite sure what to do. I would love to be that first person of contact.
Miscommunication or non-communication is more often than not the true culprit to poor college planning. Opening up communication with your advisor will clear up a lot of frustrations. Advisors prefer to communicate by your UTD email.
Trying to figure out a career after graduation may be a pain. The Career Center is here to help students with the transition. Located in room 3.300 of the Student Services Building, the Career Center hosts 2 large career expos each year. This department also has many other career resource services. In addition to these services, the Career Center also offers weekly seminars that prep students for their expos and landing that perfect job. Visit their website for more details on all these tools, as well as when the next Career Expo will be hosted at UTD.
Coming off their first conference championship and a trip to the national tournament, the UT Dallas women's basketball team is poised and focused to add a second conference championship to their collection. The Lady Comets are back on the court this fall, working hard in their off-season program. The team has taken the first few weeks of school to integrate new players into the system and build team chemistry. As the first practice is soon to approach on October 15th, the Lady Comets have begun to get a feel for one another on and off the court. The women's basketball team will be putting their most important work in the month to come. A year removed from a conference championship will have this team poised to make another title run this season. Mark your calendars for November 16th as our Lady Comets take on Texas Lutheran at 1 p.m. in the Activity Center.
The UTD men's and women's ultimate frisbee teams are gearing up for the new season by holding a series of practices and scrimmages. This is the third year for the men's team and the first year for the women's team. While there are veteran frisbee players on both teams, the majority of the players are new to the sport.
A lot of the teams coming are going to have new players, new teams, and we still have a pretty solid veteran base, so they'll be able to teach the newer guys, hey, you did this, we're going to want to do this in the future. So I think that considering that, we'll be ready. We'll be able to make adjustments on the fly, and there's not too much pressure yet.
The men's team will be competing in their first tournament on October 5th at the UTD soccer fields. Natalie, did you even know UTD had ultimate frisbee teams?
I actually didn't know that, but I want to go check them out, and I also want to check out some other events that are coming up this week. Tuesday, UTD volleyball goes up against Southwestern Assemblies of God University in the Activity Center. Later on that night, the Student Union and Activities Advisory Board brings one of Dallas's stand-up comedians, Paul Varghese, to the pub.
And Friday night, the School of Arts and Humanities brings American pianist Jeff Lankoff to the Johnson Performance Hall. Paul Varghese should tell the jokes while Jeff Lankoff plays the piano. What do you think, Natalie?
I think that will not work out because it's on different days.
Well, that's all the time we have for this newscast. For all the latest happenings and news about UTD, be sure to check out our website and Facebook page.
Until next time, keep it cool, comments.